All right, lovely. Let's all lie down on our backs, feet on the floor, knees bent, hands, palms facing up with your knees, your fingers curling in towards your palms, just closing down your eyes. And bringing your awareness onto your mat, into your mind and body, as you start to bring your attention to your breath. So take a moment here to think about what you need from your practice and what you can leave behind in order for you to create more space in your body, your heart, your mind, to move into the day. And then bring your knees gently into your chest. Give them a little squeeze and have a rock, a roll round on your back. And then extend your left leg along the mat and take hold of your right knee with your left hand. Take your right hand out to the side and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take your knee over to the left. Come back to center as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, extend your right leg and take hold of your left knee. Big breath in here with your right hand, left hand out to the side. And as you breathe out, take your knee over to the right. Come back to center as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring both knees into your chest and start to rock forwards and back. And then come up to seated with crossed legs. So it doesn't matter if you've got your right shin in front of your left shin or left in front of right, because we'll swap over. Come up onto the fingertips. See if you can get your feet as close over to either side of the mat as you can, but don't stress about it. And if your knees are up, that's also fine. Come up onto the fingertips as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, walk your hands forwards. Stay on the fingers so your chest stays lifted as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, plant the hands, maybe come down onto the forearms, but maybe not. Keeping the chest open, the shoulders and the shoulder blades are back and down, and you're breathing into the hips. So now whatever shin is in front, whatever is the closest shin to the front of your mat, you're going to walk over your hands and your arms over to the opposite side. So if your right shin is in front, you're going to walk to your left. And if your left is in front, you're going to walk to your right. And then come back to center and roll back off the sitting bones and onto the tailbone, uncross the legs and take it up into your Navasana. So you might have the toes down and hold on to the knees. You can extend the hands, energize through the fingers. You might lift the shins. You might also straighten the legs, but it doesn't matter where you are, so long as you're thinking about spreading through the collarbones, drawing the shoulders back and down, and lifting through the chin. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, cross the legs the other way. So again, see if you can get your feet over to either side. Take them as far as you can, but don't stress about it and come up onto the fingertips. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, walk the hands forwards. So again, we're staying long in the spine on the fingers. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, plant the hands. And again, you can think about maybe coming down onto the forearms, but make sure that we're nice and long through the spine. The chest is lifted and you're pulling your hips back and down. And then from here, you're going to walk over to the other side. So if your left shin is in front, you take it to the right. If your right foot shin is in front, you take it to the left. And then come back to center and roll back onto the tailbone, release the legs, and up you go again. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, recross the legs, take your hands down, lift your bottom, and step back into downward dog. So from here, come up onto the toes as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring the left heel, right heel down and bend into the left knee. Inhale, back up onto the toes. And as you breathe out, left heel down, right knee bends. And again, onto the toes as you breathe in. Breathe out, right heel down, left knee bends. Inhale, onto the toes. Exhale, left heel down, right knee bends. Come back up onto the toes as you breathe in and roll through to plank. Articulate the spine so you feel every vertebra. And as you exhale, gently dip the hips and lift the chest into an up dog with the toes tucked. Roll it back as you breathe in. And again, really feel every vertebra as you lift yourself up and back. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your heels down. And again, inhale, roll through hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders are spread. And as you exhale, dip the hips and lift the chest. Roll it back as you breathe in. First of all, shoulders and upper back, middle back, draw the belly in, lift up through the hips. And as you exhale, the heels come down. Lift your right foot to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend your right knee, right heel to left buttock. And then from here, start to circle your right knee. So circle it one way a couple of times and then go the other way. And then take it back up to the sky with the right knee as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Pause there for a moment and then step your foot to the outside of the right hand. Turn the right foot out so the toes and the ankle and the knee and the hip are all going in the same direction. The left knee stays off the mat and reach the right hand forwards and up on the inhale. And as you exhale, reach it back. Hold it here as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, pivot onto the outside edges of the feet. Drop down through that left hip and then come back up as you breathe in, turning the right toes forwards, take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Come up onto the fingertips and lift the chest, inhale. And as you exhale, walk the hands forwards. Plant the hands if you can, maybe walking the hands even further forwards, keep the chest lifted, back leg is strong, almost as if you're in a plank, but the right foot is forwards. Walk it back as you breathe in, hands either side of the front foot. And as you breathe out, pull the right hip up and back and fold gently into that right leg. Inhale, travel forwards, plant the hands. And as you exhale, push the floor away from you and lift that right foot back up to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, rebend the right knee and then take the right knee to the left upper arm. Inhale. As you exhale, take the right foot out to the side. Pivot onto the inside of the left foot and lift the left hand to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, reach the left arm forwards. Bring it down to land and step back to plank as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower knees. Elbows in nice and tight to the rib cage as you bring your body down. Release the toes and inhale, lift the chest to cobra. As you exhale, hold it here and reach the hands back. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lift the feet and legs, hands and arms, and head and chest a little higher. Reach back through the toes and the hands and the arms. Roll the heads of the shoulders back and breathe into wherever you feel this. Big breath in. Breathe out, plant the hands, release the feet, and push up and back into extended child's pose. Inhale. As you exhale, take your hands alongside your feet and roll yourself up. Inhale, take the hands above your head. And as you exhale, take your right hand down, slide it away, and lift the left hand up and over. Inhale, take it back up, hands to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, slide it away, and breathe into the stretch in the right side of the body. Come back up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, roll into cat stretch, tuck toes, and push back up into downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet as you walk your feet towards your hands. And turn your toes out and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, wiggling your way down. So bending your knees until you make your way down into a nice deep squat. So you can use a brick here underneath your bottom or your heels. You can bring your hands into prayer. If it's better for you to rest your hands here in front of you, that's also fine. Do whatever needs to be done in order for you to feel comfortable. So remember, what we're trying to do here is not push ourselves into pain and discomfort, or certainly not. A level of discomfort is okay, but not when there starts to be constriction and pinching. So really important for you to do what works for you. And if we all do that, then it's going to look a wee bit different, but it's probably going to feel around about the same for everyone. So as you push your knees away from you, lift up through the chest and breathe into the hips, maybe the lower back, draw the shoulders down, big breath in. And as you breathe out, plant the hands. Lift the hips slowly and turn the toes forwards and take a generous bend in the knees. Bring the body down towards the thighs and then grab opposite hand to elbow and swing and sway from side to side. So then from here, come back to stillness and take your thumbs into your hip creases with your fingers on the outer hips. And as you inhale, pull your hips back and reach your chest forwards, almost like you're trying to go into a back bend here. And as you exhale, continue to pull the hips back and up as you gently fold into the legs. And again, inhale, hips back, chest forwards. Exhale, fold into the legs as you lift up through the hips. One more like that. Inhale, hips back, chest forwards. As you exhale, pull the hips up, drop down into the legs. And then from here, release the hands down. Maybe grab hold of the feet or the ankles or take it back to opposite hand to elbow. And instead of thinking about straightening the legs, just think about continuing to lift up through the hips. So we're trying to keep the body on the thighs. Relax the neck so the head is heavy and breathe into the backs of the legs. Then from here, walk your hands forwards as you step your feet back into plank and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lower. Knees or chaturanga, you choose. Cobra, up dog. Inhale, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, take it back into down dog. Inhale, lift your left foot to the sky. And as you exhale, bend your left knee and take your left heel to your right buttock. Lift your knee, lift your hip. And then from here, as you draw your heel towards your bottom, Lifting up and opening into the left side, start to circle the left knee. So go one way a couple of times and then go the other way a couple of times. And then take a deep breath in and lift that knee nice and high. And as you exhale, slowly bring the left knee to the left upper arm. Pause for a moment and then take it to the outside of the hand. Turning the left foot out 45 degrees, back leg is nice and strong, low in the hips. Extend the left hand forwards and up on the inhale. And as you exhale, reach it back. Pivot onto the outside edges of the feet on the next exhale, dropping down into that right hip. And then take it back up on the inhale. And as you exhale, land the left hand to the inside of the foot. Turn the left foot forwards, come up onto the fingers, big breath in. And as you breathe out, walk it forwards. So as you walk it forwards, stay low in the hips and keep the chest lifted. Breathe into it. Big breath in. Breathe out, walk the hands back either side of the front foot. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, pull that left hip up and back and gently fold into the left leg. Travel forwards as you breathe in and plant the hands. Push the floor away from you. And then as you breathe out, we're taking it back up with that left foot to the sky. Once you get there, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, pull the left heel to the right buttock. Inhale. Exhale, slowly take the left knee to the right upper arm. Then the left foot goes out to the side. Pivot onto the inside of the right foot and nice and slow with control, lift the right hand to the sky. As you exhale, reach the right hand forwards, bring it down to land, step it back into plank as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, lower. Cobra up dog. Inhale. As you exhale, this time drop down onto the knees and sit back onto the heels. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, we're taking a cat stretch, rounding into the back over to the right. So hips and shoulders to the right. Then as you come to the front, dip your hips and lift your chest into up dog cobra hybrid. And as you exhale, round it over to the left, hips and shoulders to the left. Sit back on the heels as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, let's take it to the left. Circle yourself to the front as you breathe in and lift the chest. And as you breathe out, take it over to the right. As you inhale, you're sitting back on the heels and looking forwards to the hands. And as you exhale, plant the hands, the forearms, and the elbows. Pull yourself forwards. Inhale into your back bend. And as you exhale, take it back into down dog. Wowzers, it's a swelterer today, isn't it? Crikey. All right, maybe with that in mind, we'll come down and have a little bit of water. I don't want anyone dying on my watch. We've got some water here. Does anyone want some of this? Wow. This is hot yoga. It really is. There you go. Anyone else? Rosie, you good? Oh, it's great. All right. Joe, you're good? All right. Okay. Okay, so back into downward dog when you're ready. And then come through to plank as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, drop down onto the knees. Turn the left foot out, swing the right foot round and inhale, lift the right fat hand to the sky. As you exhale, reach the right hand forwards. Stretch so far forwards on the inhale that as you exhale, lift the right foot off. So activating into the left side of the body as you stretch through the right. Inhale, lift the right hand and bend into the right leg. And as you exhale, reach back for the foot. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, pull the heel away from your bottom. Inhale. As you exhale, release the foot back down, lift the right hand to the sky and take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, come up. So your right foot turns out now and the right hand goes down and the left hand lifts to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, slide the right hand down and lift the left hand up and over so you get that side stretch in the left rib cage, left side of the waist. Come back through center line as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, land in plank and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take it down through your vinyasa on the inhale into your back bend. And as you exhale, taking it back into down dog. Take it again forwards to plank as you breathe in. Drop down onto the knees as you breathe out and turn the right foot out. Swing the left foot round. Lift the left hand to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, reach the left arm forwards. Stretch so far forwards on the inhale that as you exhale, the left foot lifts off. Activating into the right side of the body as you stretch through the left. Inhale, lift the left hand and bend into the left leg. And as you exhale, grab the foot. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, pull the heel away from your bottom. Big breath in. Breathe out, release the foot back down, lift the left hand and take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, come up. So turn the left foot out, the left hand goes down, the right hand lifts to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, lean over to the left. So you get that stretch in the right side of the body. Inhale, take it through the center line. And as you exhale, land again in plank and take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, lower. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Exhale. Taking it back into down dog. Take a deep breath in and come up onto the toes. And as you breathe out, step or jump to the front of your mat. So again, we'll take that generous bend in the knees. This time, though, your feet might be together rather than hip distance. And bring your body back down onto your legs. Take your thumbs back into your hip creases and take a deep breath in. Pull the hips back, just like before, chest forwards. And as you breathe out, fold and lift and release the hands down. The neck is relaxed, the head is heavy. And you're breathing into the backs of the legs as you lift up through the hips. So you're not worrying about straightening the legs. That's not important. The legs will straighten when they're able to. And you will get that stretch in the backs of the legs, regardless of whether the legs are straight. But if you bend the knees, you will be helping to support your back rather than straightening the legs and rounding into the back. From here, rebend the knees nice and deep and take it up into Utkatasana on the inhale, into chair pose. As you exhale, bend the elbows. So the elbows are in cactus arms. Inhale, pull the elbows back and lift the chest. And as you exhale, roll in, elbows together. Inhale, pull back, lift the chest. As you exhale, roll in. Keep squeezing the inner knees and thighs together. Inhale, pull back, lift the chest. As you exhale, roll in. This time, as you inhale, lift the hands and arms. And as you exhale, come to stand, hands to chest. Raise the hands back up to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale, take it back up, hands to the sky. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. One more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. Then we're going to take it back up into chairs, hands above the head as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, sit down. Bring your hands into prayer, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Maybe onto your knee, just above the knee, or to the outer knee, you choose. Pull the left hip back, so your knees stay in line. and lift your chest as you breathe in. As you breathe out, twist and look past the right shoulder. Maybe the left hand goes down and it can go in front of your right foot or to the outside, and the right hand goes to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, lift, lengthen, and twist. Take it back into hands to prayer and look down at your right foot as you breathe in and lift your left foot off the mat. And as you breathe out, step the left foot back. As soon as you're there, unravel and take your hands above your head. And as you breathe out, bend the elbows. Inhale. As you exhale, pull the hands and the arms back and lift the chest. Inhale, take the hands back up. And as you exhale, take the left heel down, bring the left hand down, and bring the right hand up and over. Make sure you're pulling your right knee forwards, not taking it back with you. And then straighten up your right leg as you breathe in. Reach the right hand forwards, pull the right hip back. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down and lift the left hand to the sky. So remember, you can rest your hand on your shin or a brick if you prefer. Lift the left hand up to the sky. Look up if you can. Firm the thighs, pull the belly in. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring yourself up and back into peaceful triangle this time. Left hand down, right hand up and over. Now listen carefully. As you inhale, turn your right foot in. And as you exhale, sweep the right hand round towards the left foot. Then once you get there, walk the hands round to set up for Prasarita Padottanasana with your hands in line with your shoulders. Take a deep breath in to lengthen through the chest, the spine, the hips pull back. And as you exhale, gently fold forwards towards the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, walk yourself round to the right foot. Bend into the right knee, plant the hands and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take the left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale, Utkatasana. And as you exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, elbows pull back. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, elbows pull back. Exhale, bring them in. And again, inhale, elbows pull back. Exhale, bring them in. And this time, inhale, lift the hands and arms. And as you exhale, come to stand, hands to chest. So we go again, twisting to the left this time. Inhale, raise the hands. And as you exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back. And again, inhale, lift back up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back. This time we take it back up on the inhale. And then as you exhale, bend into the knees, take the hands to the chest. Big breath in. Breathe out, right elbow to left knee. Again, you can rest the elbow on just above the knee or to the outside of the knee. Make sure you're pulling the right hip back. See if you can squeeze the inner thighs, knees and ankles together. Lift through the chest as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, twist and look up. Maybe take the right hand down and the left hand up if that works for you. Remember, you've got the option to take the right hand in front of the left foot. Then bring the hands back together and look down at the left foot as you breathe in and lift your right foot off. And as you breathe out, step it back. As soon as you get there, scoot the right foot back and inhale, take the hands above the head. As you exhale, bend the elbows. Big breath in, breathe out, elbows back, lift the chest. Inhale, lift back up. As you exhale, take the right heel down, right hand goes onto the right leg, left knee reaches forwards as you reach the left hand up and over, stretching and breathing into the left side of the body. As you breathe in, straighten up the left leg, pull the left hand forwards as you reach the left hip back. And as you breathe out, bring the left hand down. So again, you remember you can rest your hand on your shin, or you can rest it on a brick or onto the fingertips. And you're lifting your right hand to the sky. Looking up if you can, firming into the legs and squeezing in through the belly. So you're lifting through the pelvic floor. Big breath in. Breathe out, take it up and back into peaceful triangle. The right hand goes down, the left hand goes up and over. So again, inhale, turn the left foot in. And as you exhale, take the left hand down towards the right foot. Once it lands, take the hands to underneath the shoulders. Take another big breath in and lengthen through the spine. And as you breathe out, fold into the mat. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, walk the hands forwards. Take a deep breath in, look forwards, bend that front knee, and as you exhale, step forwards. Bend into the knees and take the hands above the head as you breathe in. As you breathe out, come up onto the toes and sit down onto the heels. Extend the hands forwards as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bottom back, chest forwards, land. And up you go. So here we are again. Wow. This is something else, isn't it? It's a test of endurance. I feel like we're not just doing a yoga class. We're doing like some sort of, Iron Man in the yoga version. Big breath in. Breathe out, cross your feet. Hands down, lift your bottom as you breathe in, step back to plank and straight away lower through your vinyasa as you breathe out. Cobra up dog on the inhale, exhale, taking it back into down dog. So from here, take a deep breath in and lift the right foot back up to the sky. And as you breathe out, bring your right foot through to between your hands. This time, the right hand goes out in the front of the right foot. Look just in front of your right hand and take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out slowly up onto the back toes and lift your right foot. So just do what you can here. Not worrying about, remember that lovely piece from Teddy Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech, essentially saying, we've got to be all in. If we're not giving it a go, then we'll never know what we're capable of. And we just got to get in there, fall out of it as many times as we need to. If you've not lifted your left hand, go ahead and try that. But know that even if you're not lifting your left hand, it doesn't matter. This is where you are for today. Enjoy it. Acknowledge the strength and the commitment to your practice and to yourself being here now. If this is enough, you're going to stay here. But if you've still got somewhere to go, you might bend into that left leg and reach back for the foot. If you've got hold of the foot, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, pull your heel away from your bottom. Okay, so release the foot if you've got hold of it and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bend into the right leg and step the left foot back. Straighten up the right leg, turn the left foot out, come up onto the right heel. Take the hands above the head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend into the left leg, take the hands to the chest. You'll go down as low as you can. It might be here, it might be here. It doesn't matter. So from here, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, sit down. Left arm to the inside of the left leg with the left hand going down. Right hand lifts to the sky as you breathe in. As you breathe out, take the right hand round to the left side of the lower back. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you take your right hand round. Okay, remember, you will do you and everyone else will do them. So if you're here, or even if you're here, great, celebrate that. Be okay with this. Release the hands if you've got hold of them and take a deep breath in and lift the right hand back up to the sky. And as you breathe out, take the right hand down to the inside of the right leg. Lift the left hand to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide the right hand towards the right foot and lift the left hand up and over, stretching the left hand towards the right foot. Then slide the right hand round to the left ankle and lift the left hand up and over even further. Come back up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, take the hands to the back of the mat and step back into three-legged dog with the left foot up to the sky. Big breath in. Breathe out. Travel forwards to three-legged plank. Drop the foot if you need to, or lower through three-legged chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Exhale into down dog. Good news. One side is done. Bad news, the next side is still to do. Left foot to the sky, big breath in. As you breathe out, bring your left foot through. Bring your left hand in front of your left foot. Look forwards, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, up you go. So again, maybe your right hand stays on the mat. Maybe your left hand stays there too, or your left hand will stay there, but maybe your right hand stays there. Maybe you don't. Maybe you take the right hand up. Wherever you are, flex the right leg, or activate the right leg and flex the right foot. Straighten your right leg, Anthony. Right, that's it, yes. Okay, now, you're staying here if that's enough, but if you want to take it further, you can bend into the right leg and you can reach back and grab hold of the foot. If you've got hold of the foot, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, pull the heel away from your bottom. Amazing, Joe. That looks really good. Okay, so from here, release the foot as you breathe in. As you breathe out, land it. Bring yourself up, straighten the left leg, take the hands above the head. Yes, that's right. Take the hands above the head. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to the chest, come up onto the left heel, turn the right foot out, and down you go. Go as low as you can. Okay. Then you come down to sit. So if you're high, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So you bring your hands down, you wiggle yourself into it, and then sit down. Right arm to the inside of the right leg with the right hand out. Lift the left hand, big breath in. Breathe out, bring the left hand round to the right side of the lower back. Hold it here if this is enough, or take your right hand round. And if this is too much, then you can keep that left hand lifted. Wherever you are, breathe and know that this is enough. Be happy with this. You know, it's so important for us just to remember that every time we come to the mat is a new opportunity. We do build on the blocks of each practice, but each practice also is its own entity. It's all on its own. We never have to worry about what we've done before. So release the hands and lift the left hand back up to the sky. And as you breathe out, bring the left hand down to the inside of the left leg. Lift the right hand to the sky as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide the left hand towards the left foot and lift the right hand up and over towards also the left foot. Hold it here and then slide the left hand round to the right ankle. Hold on to the right ankle for a little bit of grounding. And then reach that right hand even further up and over. One day you might grab hold of the foot. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come back up. Take the hands now to the front of the mat. Step back into plank. Three-legged dog, right foot to the sky. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, option to come through three-legged plank and down, or drop the foot and take it through what works for you. Cobra up dog on the inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees and sit back on the heels. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Roll to cat stretch, left side this time. Drop the hips and lift the chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, roll to cat stretch over to the right. Big breath in on the heels. And as you breathe out, cat stretch to the right. Dip the hips, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, over you go to the left. Sit back on the heels and hold it here. Relax the arms. If this is in any way uncomfortable for you, you can always come up onto your hands and knees, or you can come down onto your forearms and be on your knees and your shins. That's better for you. So from here, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come back into cat stretch, tuck toes, and back you go into downward dog. Walk the hands back to the feet and roll yourself up. Take your hands above your head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your hands to your chest. Take your hands to your sides, step your feet together if they're not already, and close your eyes. Stand up tall, feel the mat beneath your feet and the ground beneath it. Turn your hands palms out slightly so that they're facing forwards. Roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest, draw the belly in and firm the thighs and the glutes. And check in with how you're feeling. Notice the breath and the beating of your heart, the rising and falling of your chest, and just anything that's going on in your head right now. And open your eyes and grab some water. Whew. Okay. Everyone all right? Great. Nice in the shade. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Joe, everyone else in the sun rues the day that we decided to go in the sun. We're flip sweltering. Whew. All right. So now, back at the back of your mat, bringing your feet together. Take a deep breath in and take your hands above your head. And as you breathe out, take the hands out and swan dive your way down to the floor, to the legs. Plant the hands and then inhale to half lift. And then as you exhale, walk it out as you can 1, 2, 3, 4 times into plank at the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lower, knees or chaturanga, cobra up dog on the inhale. And as you exhale, taking it back into down dog. So take a deep breath in and lift your right foot to the sky. And as you exhale, take your right foot through to between your hands. This time we're taking it up into high lunge on the inhale. And then as you exhale, launch forward so your left thigh is parallel to the mat. And then take the left knee back and your left hand down. So your left hand is like you're holding onto a tray, okay? And you're reaching back for the inside of the foot. So the hand doesn't turn out, nothing happens. The foot lands on the hand. You've got it. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. Square up the knees and the hips. Keep that right hand lifted and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lift the knee, the foot away from your bottom as you bring your body down. Extend the right hand forwards and breathe into the right thigh and the front of the left thigh. Right back of the right leg and the front of the left thigh. Body down, leg up. try to drop down through your left hip. One of my teachers once said to me, Nighean, you look like you're a dog having a wee. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. But essentially, what she was saying was like it was this kind of action. So we want to keep the hips down. It makes it much harder, but much more effective in terms of a back bend. You want to think of yourself as a cocktail glass. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, release and step back once again into Skandasana, only not as low, so you can come back up. Inhale to the top. Exhale, Skandasana, right side. This time we plant, turn round, turn onto the back toes, right foot turns forwards, left hand lands, right hand to the sky as you breathe in. Right hand, left hand down, Anthony, right hand up. Big breath in. As you breathe out, again, pivot onto the outside edges of the feet, and inhale, come back up. As you exhale, land the right hand, step back, either into three-legged plank or normal plank, and drop it down. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Exhale into down dog. Left foot to the sky as you breathe in. Breathe out, bring the left foot through. Right knee stays off. We're taking it back up into high lunge on the inhale. And then as you exhale, launch with that right foot, right thigh parallel. So then take the right knee back, take the right hand down and grab the inside of the foot. Palm of the hand faces up, the bicep faces out. Left hand lifts, big breath in. Breathe out, pull the heel away from your bottom. Keep that right hip pulling down, don't let it turn out. And bring the body down, you got it. Reach through the left fingers. And breathe. Big breath in. Breathe out to release and step back into a higher Skandasana, unless you can come all the way down. And pull yourself back up. Inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, left side. Plant the right hand. Pivot onto the back toes as you turn the left foot forwards and lift the left hand to the sky. Big breath in. Breathe out. Pivot onto the outside edges of the feet as you send the left hand back. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, plant the left hand, step back into plank or three-legged. Inhale, exhale, lower. Cobra up dog. Inhale, exhale, into down dog. So from here, come forwards to plank on the inhale, and as you exhale, drop down onto your knees. So we're going to do camel. I'm going to show you some options. Okay, so you want your knees at least hip distance apart, so directly under your knees or wider. Okay, wider is going to feel nicer and the toes will be slightly closer together. Okay, but you can choose whatever feels good. We'll do it twice, so you might want to do closer and then further apart. And then we take the hands onto the lower back. Okay, so from here, and actually the hands go a little bit further up, so it's almost like they're just going underneath the rib cage, the heels of the hands, like you're trying to slide the fingers into a jeans pockets. Okay, and we take a deep breath in, and actually for this we'll tuck the toes. So just hold on for a second, I just want to show you. So we take a deep breath in and you lift up through the chest, and then as you breathe out, you push your hips forwards and pull your head back. And shut my eyes because I don't want to be blinded. But then you might stay here, or you might reach one hand down to one ankle and the other hand down to the other ankle, okay? Then you might release the toes and take it all the way back. You want to try and push your hips forwards rather than taking it back to here. Push the hips forwards. And to come up, you take your hands back onto your lower back. And then you come back up and you sit down on your heels. Okay, Try not to kind of bring your hands down and turn your feet out, just up and back down. Okay, and then we do round 2. So let's see how we get on. The first thing that we're going to do is make sure the toes are tucked. Take the knees at least hip distance apart. Take your hands onto your lower back, fingers pointing down, elbows nice and tight in. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, push the hips forwards, lift the chin. Okay, so for some of you, this will be enough. And in which case you stay right here. Maybe you've got further to go. So see if you can reach your right hand down to your right heel and then take your left hand down to your left heel. If that feels enough, you're going to stay here. If you've got further to go, untuck the toes. Inhale here. And as you exhale, push the hips forwards, draw the chin up and back, and breathe into the front of the body. Holding it here. Very good. Take a deep breath in, hands back onto lower back and hips. As you breathe out, come back up and sit back down onto the heels. Good. Take your hands onto your knees and just let yourself settle. We're doing that one more time. And then that's really the deepest back bend. And then we're going to do rabbit to counter all of the back bends that we've done today. Everyone's favorite. It's not really. Okay, so come back up. Take your knees a little further apart. Bring your hands back onto your hips. Same thing, back onto the lower back. Big breath in. Push your lift your chest, push your hips forwards. And as you breathe out, keep pushing your hips forwards and start to lift the head up and back. If this feels enough, then you are going to stay right here. Oh, sorry, tuck your toes. I sort of forgot to say that. Tuck your toes. Again, if this feels enough, stay right here. But if you've got further to go, reach down for one foot, maybe left hand first this time, right hand next. Again, staying here if that's enough. Otherwise, releasing the toes. And then lifting your head, pushing your hips forwards, lifting your chest, squeezing your glutes and pulling the head back. Bring the hands back onto the hips, the lower back, big breath in. Breathe out, come back up. Sit back down. Okay, so hold it there. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Rabbit. So we hold on to the feet, going to the soles of the feet. So the thumb goes to the outside of the foot and the fingers go into the inner arch. And the palm of the hand is on the back of the the back of the right sole, the sole of the right foot, the back of the sole of the foot, towards the heel. Okay, so you grab onto your feet and then you sit back. And it feels a bit awkward, and it is a bit awkward, but we're not here. This is just the setup. We take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, you bring your chin into your chest and you draw your belly in and you push yourself back to make yourself as round as possible in the back. Chin to chest, and then roll down. And as you come down, you're going to hit your head onto your knees and you take a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, you come up onto the crown of your head. You squeeze your inner knees, thighs, and feet together. And you use your arms to squeeze everything into the center line of the body. Now, you might be able to walk your knees forwards if there's a gap between your knees and your head. But if not, you might be here, and that's fine. Okay, so this is where we are. You might even be here. Don't worry about where you are. Make sure there's not very much weight on the head and you're just lifting up through the hips. So you get a complete U-turn in the spine. Okay, are we ready? So grab your feet. Toes together. Yes, ideally, yeah. So grab your feet. Remember, I'll show you from here. Palms of the hands on the soles of the feet with the fingers turning into the inner arches, thumbs on the outsides. Sit back on the heels, take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, chin to chest, pull yourself back as you round in towards yourself and bring your head to your knees, or as close to knees as you can. Big breath in, and as you breathe out, lift the hips. And breathe into the back of the body. This is an amazing, amazing pose for the spine. It's also brilliant for the muscles in the back. Just counters all of the back bends. And so this is the longest extension of the spine that you can do in the practice. So good. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, come back down. Sit on the heels and roll yourself back up as you breathe in. Take the hands above the head. As you breathe out, right hand goes down, slide it away, lift the left hand up and over. Come back to center, big breath in. Breathe out, left hand goes down, right hand goes up and over. Inhale, take it back up to center. And as you exhale, take your hands down in front of you, roll into cat stretch. Take a deep breath in, back to neutral spine, cross your legs behind you. And as you breathe out, roll over them or take them out to the side if that's better for you, so that your legs are out in front of you. Okay, left leg extends, right foot into the left knee. Take your left hand behind you and your right hand onto your left knee. Take a deep breath in and lift up through the crown of the head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, twist and look past the left shoulder. Come back to center as you breathe in, looking forwards. And as you breathe out, take a gentle fold forwards. Then reach your hands forwards as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, come up. Keep the hands extended and extend the right leg. See if you can keep the hands extended and bring the left foot in. Try not to adjust it just yet. Got plenty of time to do that. When you take your left hand down and your right hand behind you, now you might think about adjusting the leg, the foot. Take a deep breath in, come up through the crown of the head, lift up, and as you exhale, twist and look past the right shoulder. Come back to center as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, fold forwards. And then reach your hands forwards as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, come up. Extend the left leg. Take a deep breath in, lift up through the fingers. And as you do that, lift everything in the upper body away from the mat. And as you do that, pull in through the belly, firm the thighs. And as you exhale, flat back, lengthen forwards, and bring your hands down to land. Maybe they're here, maybe they're here. It doesn't matter, but keep the front of the body open as much as the back of the body. Take a deep breath in to lift the chest, and as you breathe out, bring your body down. Keep the feet flexed so the toes are pulling back. The heels are reaching forwards. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Okay, so this is the one we normally do. But I want to show you something else that really works well. And it's a bit like the standing forward fold that we've done a couple of times. So come back up and bend your knees. So your heels are on the mat, but your feet, and your knees are bent, okay? And take them as much in, your legs as much into you as you need to, in order for you to use your peace fingers round your big toes, pistol grip round the big toes, okay? So from here, take a deep breath in and lift the chest. And then as you breathe out, walk your feet forwards, but keep your body on your thighs. So it might be that you're here. You might be able to stretch a little bit further forwards, but you're keeping your body on your thighs. And this is such a great, great way to get the full stretch without doing any damage or potential damage to your back. It's a bit more frustrating because you feel like, oh, I'm not really straightening my legs. But actually, you know, it just is so much more effective. In my opinion, I really like this way of moving into the Paschimottanasana. And then eventually, you might straighten up your legs. But it doesn't matter if you don't, you know. For years and years, I practiced this way. This is part of the Bikram series. And I practiced this, you know, and I started off here, and I would see everyone in the class, you know, blinking a sea of people like down here. And like, how on earth do they do that? But over time, you know, because there's no rush, you can walk your bottom back a wee bit, and you just take your time, and eventually the legs might straighten. But again, it doesn't matter if they don't. Looking forward so you're not rounding the back. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, come back up. Take your hands onto the mat and pull yourself forward so your feet are on the floor and your knees are bent, and take your hands out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly roll down. So lower back first, then the middle of the back. Then eventually the shoulders come down, and lastly, your head. Extend your right leg. Take your right knee, extend, did I say left? Right leg. Extend your left leg and take your right knee into your chest. Take hold of the right knee with your left hand, just like we did at the start, and take your left hand up and over, extending or out to the side. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take your knee over to the right, to the left. And just see how this feels second time round with almost 75 minutes between the two practices. How does this feel? Does it feel a little bit more open? Does it feel a little bit more spacious? And if it doesn't matter. But just note how you feel here. Maybe you feel a little bit more spacious in your heart, but it feels exactly the same in the body, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe you feel a little bit softer in your mind, not holding on, not gripping onto expectations. Come back to center and extend the right leg, and then bring your left knee in. Take your left hand, out to the side, holding onto your left knee with your right hand. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, over you go to the right. And you're doing the same thing. You're just going as far as you can, and then you're noting how this feels. And then come back up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring both knees into your chest. And hold on to the knees, one hand on each knee, and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently pull your knees towards your shoulders. So you're separating the knees. You might take a full happy baby if that feels nice for you to do. Otherwise, you're just staying where you are. And for the final time, see if you can lengthen through the spine, tailbone towards the front of the mat, as you push down into the lower back with active abdominals. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, release the feet onto the mat. Make any final adjustments that you need to make. And then extend the legs. The feet are turned out. The hands or palms face up alongside you. And your eyes are closed. Slowly, gently bring yourself back into the room, onto your mat, into your mind and body. Beginning to move your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, and your arms and your legs. Take a deep breath in and take your hands up and over your head. Big stretch from the fingers to the toes to the fingers. And as you breathe out, bring your knees one by one into your chest and wrap your arms around your legs, giving your knees a nice wee squeeze. And then have a little rock roll from side to side as you bring yourself back in. Start to become aware of how you're feeling. And then slowly rolling either up or to the side, and eventually making your way up to seated. Hands on your knees and your eyes closed. Take your hands above your head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, take your hands down, prayer position to your heart center. And take a moment here to come back to your intention. Remind yourself what you needed and what you were leaving behind. And then these last few moments, last few breaths of the practice, let go once again of the things in your life, in your heart, your mind that no longer serve you, so that you can move into the rest of your day with spaciousness, lightness, and brightness. And as you take that out into the rest of your day, remember to thank yourself here for dedicating this time to yourself and your practice. And as you thank yourself, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through it once again, honoring the love, light, compassion, kindness, and joy within you and everyone around you always. Thank you so much.